Welcome back to Pretty Chatty.
Hey, hey.
I'm Megan.
I'm Joy, and welcome to our GLP-1 episode. Are we calling it that? Let's call it
Yeah!
that. Okay.
Hotties.
Yes. We're working on,
Hotties with shotties.
I was gonna say, with great bodies, but then I'm like, no, it's more, there's more than that.
The shots.
The shots. Yeah, I like it.
Shot.
Everybody! Oh God, I hope we don't
Oh
get.
God. If you haven't picked up on it, we're millennials.
We throw our hands up in the club. Thank you very much. None of this little shit.
Today, we want to give you the ins and outs of being on a GLP-1. We've both been on it for over a year now.
Yeah.
Or right at a year. And we just want to pull back the curtain on that because there were so many questions that we had before we started. So we want to be the besties who tell you all those things. But first, before we get there,
Yeah.
Joy, vibe check.
It's so high. I'm doing so good. I just took a strength class today, like this morning. My back was angry going into it, so I was very careful, and I thought for sure I'd die. But no,
Oh my God.
Crushed
I'm
it.
so glad you didn't.
I was expecting to get here and be like, "Hello, I survived." No, like it's been great. So it actually really ties in with this whole episode. Is like having the energy to do this kind of stuff is so exciting to me now.
Well,
Like,
I mean, endorphins make you happy.
and I'm very happy. And then also, coffee helps too.
Happy people don't kill their husbands. What?
Oh, yeah. And or they do to then be happy, So no judgment here.
If you understood where that quote was from, please drop it in the comments because I'm not entirely sure that Joy did, so I need somebody to back me up.
I'm trying to think about where that came from.
Legally Blonde.
And happy people don't kill their husbands. Yes.
Come on, man.
I was just thinking of the perm portion of the.
Oh, true.
Yeah, especially
the
'cause
ammonium thioglycolate.
Yeah, because my hair is fluffy. All right, Meg, your vibe. What is it?
Pretty good, actually.
Yeah?
About an hour and a half ago, I don't know that would have been my answer, but today, right now, we're pretty good.
Okay. All right.
I knew TMI, if you are scared of talk about bleeding from your ovaries, or it's not from your ovaries, what?
Your uterus.
Your uterus. Fast forward like 30 seconds, I knew my period was like gonna be starting, and it started, so.
And just so
But we good.
But
It's that weird limbo that I hate, that like it's coming, and then like, just get here.
I'm terrified. Like I haven't. Yeah, IUD. So it's been a minute. So I'm scared for when that comes out. It's gonna be brutal. And just
well, see,
Parks
this
and Rec
is-
quick. Uteruses before deuteruses in this conversation.
Oh,
Thank you very
absolutely.
much. Every single fuck.
I have to plan my next blood draw for my GLP-1 actually, and we have to do it in a certain day frame. And so I've just been like, hold on, I can't schedule yet. I have to wait till this thing starts. So now when we're done today, I can call the doctor or text them. Actually, I have a doctor who texts, and I love it.
That's amazing.
But I can just text them and be like, okay, here's the date range so we can schedule.
All right, I'm good to
So.
go. That's amazing. Okay.
Yup.
Do we want to get into hyperfixations?
Or do you want to tell me the best thing you bought this week?
Okay, we'll talk about purchases. I
I motion to add this to the episodes going forward because, like, we are not
Granted.
girls who gatekeep.
granted.
And when we get
Motion
something
approved.
good,
Oh,
people
yeah.
need to know.
And also, we're kind of just those girls.
We're
We
good.
try
We're good at picking good things.
we try things that are a little off the norm for most people, and we're like, but it works. Also, I think here's the preface. You and I both came from households where things were more tight, so we're generally kind of careful, kind of not. We have fun with our money.
Well, we purchase with purpose.
We do. Like, it's not like, oh, this is just going to sit on my counter. No,
We're
no,
not
no.
Really over consumers.
Oh, gosh, no. If it doesn't have
Like-
a place in a job, out.
Yeah, have you ever bought from Shein?
No.
Me either. Temu?
No.
Me either. Okay.
Okay.
So there's your qualifier.
And
I'm also currently not shopping at Target. I have like once since January in an
Ditto.
emergency situation. And then I am back to shopping on Amazon right now because there are just some things that I literally cannot find locally because I live in the middle of the freaking mountains.
And I live in a small country town. So,
Yeah.
yeah, we both
I try to go other places first. I'll say that.
we both believe in the power of your dollar, and your spending power is so impactful and so important that both of us try to stick to small businesses or whatever. So even like right now, we're both wearing a small female-owned business. Like we're
Yep,
both wearing
both of us.
Popflex. Love you, Cassie, Casey.
So, just so you know,
Anyways.
this segment is not just going to be like Amazon links because we're probably going to be
No,
buying
booze.
stuff from all over the place.
And some
That being said,
and sometimes it's an Amazon
the best
link.
thing I bought this week is from Amazon.
And I just bought a ring light and a fluffy thing for the mic too. So like from Amazon. So I'm not
Okay,
so we're not bashing Amazon. It's just we try not to. All right, so
what's the best thing you bought this week?
Clean Simple Eats, the soda protein.
Is it the frosted lemonade?
No, it's the grape.
grape?
Okay, so I love
It's so
I
good.
love cherry limeade. Like I love that. But the fact that I walked into my husband's ER and found him drinking the grape soda at work was like the biggest seal of approval because that man loves a grape soda. And so like like I was like, do you want to crack one open? Like it sounds like we're talking about beer after work. No, it's the Clean Simple Eats soda and I love it. Like I love the cherry. Like that's my cherry limeade. But the fact that my husband, that's what is cracking open after work.
That's wild.
Yeah, yeah. So, or like during work. I was just like, where am I? What's going on? Huh? So Clean Simple Eats, if you're listening, I know you're up in my DMs. We love you. I love you
We
so
want
much.
to talk.
This also
Sponsor
has
the pod.
please. This also has the collagen, French silk powder. So, anyways,
So for anybody who doesn't know, Clean Simple Eats is a nutrition company and they have a ton of protein options. They have they have hydration, they have energy too, but
Yeah.
Joy and I both love their protein options because they're so different than most of what else is on the market. And one of their newest things is a clear protein. They started coming out with clear protein powders and then we got canned clear protein. I
love
started
it
with
so
those.
much.
That's obsessed. They have an orange, a blue raspberry. I haven't tried the coconut actually, but there's a dragon fruit
Prickly
and a prickly
pear.
pear and the prickly pear. Oh,
we're in.
So good.
We're so in.
But those are flat. They're they're like a juice almost.
Yes.
They're not sparkling. But a week ago today actually,
Yeah.
they dropped. Well, the frosted lemonade's been around. I missed that first drop.
And
they
it
dropped
was
a
sold out
protein
so fast.
soda.
Yeah.
That's carbonated.
And I got the first
and they
round.
added 2 more flavors.
Yes. And I got the first round of the frosted lemonade and I was like, oh my gosh. And it's like, I think I ordered again or something like that. Like I kept it as stocked in our house until it was sold out. And the way that took over my house though, like I was doing like my coffee drinks were based around that soda. And now that we have all these different flavors, I'm in heaven. Like, and typically in my kitchen, the second something comes into the house, it gets put away, whatever. No, those are sitting on the counter. The fridge has been like restocked. I've had to already restock the fridge. That's how much.
I have them on the base of my like coffee thing, my coffee console.
And here's a little like pro tip for the girls who are going through what we're going through, or have a little insulin resistance issue with glucose or carbs. They have low carb protein that is actually delicious. And that is why I have become such a diehard, because I can easily have this without spiking my glucose and going crazy. I'm good. And so that's like all around. Check your carbs on your protein powder.
Well, and not only is it low glucose, low carb, it has digestive enzymes. So
Yes.
hot girls with tummy issues, if you struggle digesting whey, if you get protein toots,
Yep.
try this instead.
Yeah. So
Just try it.
I've been having so much fun making my little like drinks at night, or like I took a bath and I had the limeade.
Oh, I took
and I
the
mixed-
grape soda with me to a winery. I poured it. I got an empty wine
Yeah,
glass and I
bitch.
poured it into the wine glass and drank that instead. Like, they were like, what are you doing? And I was like, this is what I want to drink.
I just love like, and for anyone who is listening and are like, I'm not at that point in my like health journey. We weren't last year. We are now. Like, let's be entirely real. So, all right, Megan, your hyperfixation.
No, best thing I bought this week, which probably could be the protein sodas, but since you said it, I will just say I bought a stand to hold my hair dryer.
Yeah.
So I don't have to hold it. It
Goodness.
holds it and I do my hair. The reason being, I'm on a little bit of a POTS diagnosis journey. I have not been diagnosed yet, but I got to get to a cardiologist so that happens. But one of the things that happens, I have the kind where my blood pressure spikes and my heart rate spikes. My blood pressure doesn't tank, which is most common. Mine spikes. And so I'm trying to avoid that happening. And one of the things that I realized was a trigger was having my hands over my head. And another trigger is heat. So drying my hair was a double trigger. So I now have, it holds it. And I actually figured out a way that I can make it like hold the press for cool down too. Like it can hold the cold shot down for me if I need it to.
What?
Which is, I know. But also I can keep my hands here and brush and hold my hair out. And so I don't have to go hands over head. I dried my hair with taking no breaks. And usually drying my hair is like a 30-minute process because I have to stop and take breaks.
Yeah.
And so it was like $38. It was on Amazon. I'll link it in the show notes.
Amazing.
10 out of 10.
We should also link Clean Simple Eats.
Oh, we will.
Yeah, we just love you. Be friends.
We don't have a discount code.
We do not.
But there's
Yet.
an influencer who does, and her name is Jenna Bariatric Bestie on Instagram. But if you use Jenna Bestie,
You get that.
I use her code.
Yep, that's a good code.
Or CSE Squad.
That's for first responders.
No.
I thought it was.
It was for people who have the Clean Simple Eats app.
Oh.
CSE Squad, Clean Simple Eats Squad.
Yeah, no.
It's for people who had the app.
Never mind. I have the first responder one because of Travis.
Oh, that makes sense for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, CSE Squad was a code that they had inside their app, but their app is no longer behind a paywall. And then there's also Jenna Bestie. So
do what you want. We are obsessed.
yeah. Okay. Hyperfixation for the week.
Okay.
Hit me.
Okay. Chapel Roan's vampire outfit for the reading festival. Oh my gosh. Okay, not only did her makeup
Where
artist,
she did Barracuda.
she's been doing Barracuda on her festival circuit for a minute here.
I know, but like...
But this performance was so... Like, you can tell she took a break. She took a break. She worked on the... And then the... Like, just...
The lace cuffs around the wrist.
I am living... Like, my gothic loving theater heart is so happy with what's going on with Lady Gaga and Chapel Roan. Like, they are feeding us so well.
Joy.
Yeah.
Are you already decorated for Halloween?
Of course I am. Here, hold on.
Just so people understand your goth-loving heart.
Yes.
Just for some perspective,
Yeah, okay.
people.
Let me just leave.
And while this episode is releasing in September, we're recording in August.
We are. It is August. Let me just preface this. My favorite movies, like junior high school, the formative years, Phantom of the Opera and Pirates of the Caribbean, I feel like that's, and Pride and Prejudice, I feel like that's all you need to know about me. It's all there.
I love you.
Anyways.
Legally Blonde.
We're so not that girl.
Sweet Home Alabama.
That tracks. Okay, fun fact about Sweet Home Alabama. Growing up in North Dakota.
Start to finish.
Oh, I know you could, and you probably could do it in the right accent. Growing up in North Dakota, I genuinely thought those accents were faked. I didn't think the accents were real. And then I moved down here, and I went through Alabama, and I was like, oh my god, this is real. And then I started getting more of the jokes, because I thought I kind of got the jokes, but then all of a sudden I got the jokes. I was like, okay, this movie is genius. Like, I loved the movie, but I always, identified with the gay bestie. And then all of a sudden I'm in the South, I'm like, oh. Like, it all clicked. But let's be honest, I still love the guy. Alright, your hyperfixation. Hit me.
It's so stupid. It's so stupid.
Even better.
Okay, so I had book club last week.
Yeah.
And the lady who was supposed to, so the way that my book club works is everyone hosts a different month throughout the year. So you host once. And the gal who was supposed to host for the month couldn't at the last minute. She had to travel for work. And so instead, we were like, what if we just rent a boat? And what if everybody just brings an appetizer? So that's what we did.
Fun.
But one of the gals brought a Mexican corn dip from Walmart. I will have to figure out what the brand is. But it was just like a Mexican corn dip. Mm-hmm. And she was leaving town, and so she was like, I'm not going to take this home. Will you finish it? I was like, absolutely, I will finish it. But here's what I did. I took plain Chobani yogurt, Greek yogurt, mm-hmm. put it in there, and dumped like a teaspoon of Trader Joe's everything but the elote seasoning in it. So now I have a high protein Mexican corn dip. It's literally right here.
Shut up. Yeah.
I've literally been eating this, and it's really good with tortilla chips. It's really good with Fritos. It's really good with celery. It's really good with carrots. Like, you can eat it with anything, but I made it a higher protein version, and
amazing.
It is so tasty.
Amazing.
It is so good. So, it's from Walmart, from the refrigerated section.
I also had a chip veggie dip over here, too.
But yeah, it's got vegetables in it.
Yeah.
And then I added the protein, and then you can dip veggies in it. So, like, super easy, like, fibery, proteiny snack.
Amazing.
But I have been grazing on it. Like, I keep adding more yogurt to try and stretch it longer.
No, you're stretching it.
I probably
need to stretch it.
This was the last of it, so I'm gonna have to go find it myself.
Oh, no. That's so funny.
I mean, but that's also the perfect thing to take us into GLP-1.
I was about to say,
because
could not have asked for it better. Yeah.
The reason that you and I are both so, like, I have protein in my hyperfixation, you have it in your best thing you bought this week, mm-hmm. is because as girls on GLP-1, we have learned to prioritize protein in our diets. So really quick,
yes.
How long have you been on a GLP-1?
I am at 2 years now. So 2 years.
Okay.
No massive issues. I did the whole, like, drop the 30-40 pretty like, there was a spurt of, like, quick weight loss, and then it just kind of petered out. So I'm kind of in that, like, next spot, which might be because I've been working out way more, you know, or, like, so the scale's mm-hmm. not showing. I need to do a body scan. But, yeah, so...
I mean, there's a visible change. I can say that.
Yes, there has. And I feel like especially since April to now, you know, like, that's been a big swing because of the workout classes I've been doing. But yeah, so that's been my start. I have PCOS, so with that, there's some weird-ish that happens with your body, and then I realizing I had insulin resistance PCOS was a little bit of a, oh shoot, and then the messaging you're getting at the time, 2 years ago on TikTok was like, best of luck, because I knew I was going to mm-hmm. kind of get that from doctors. Because I have an in-house one, you know, where he's like, you can lose weight. It's just going to be really hard. And I had been, like, working out with a trainer and whatever for a year or two at that point. And I, like, had sent something funny to my husband, because this is when Ozempic was, like, a dirty word in the fitness space.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
mm-hmm.
it still kind of is, but it's better. And only at that time it seemed like it was, like, celebrities were doing it, you know? So it was like that, ugh. Mm-hmm. And I sent it to my husband.
It was almost like a designer drug.
Oh, 100%. And so what happened was, it was like a TikTok of, like, people, like, standing on the street, and then you see a car zoom by, and it was, like, fitness instructors with their clients, and then the people on Ozempic, and the car zooming by. And I was like, ha, ha, ha. Hate that people do this, and sent it to my husband. Well, I got humbled, because he came home, and he's like, actually, you could use this. And I was like, ooh, what? He's like, no, I think you could. So what I did, I was like, okay. It was like, I was being bitchy for a minute. And then also I was like, ooh.
You never.
No, what? No. And so what we did was, we waited like 4 months. I got diagnosed. All that kind of stuff, but...
You got diagnosed with PCOS, insulin-resistant PCOS.
Yeah, so I was diagnosed with PCOS years before, and then, like, I went to my doctor, and...
You got the insulin resistance diagnosis.
Not necessarily. I went into my doc, because, like, there really isn't a diagnosis for that.
Well, you just said you got diagnosed. What'd you get diagnosed with?
Oh, like, I got the prescription. I went into my doctor...
Oh, okay, I was like...
Sorry.
Wrong word.
No, I was... Wrong verbiage. I went into my doctor and I told him, like, okay. I have done X, Y, Z, da 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 da, and she's like, "Yep, we're at that point." Like, Like,
Yeah.
and that's my biggest piece of advice. If you have not tried to work out, eat better, like do those things, do those first. Drug is the last resort, to me at least, because some of those things can just be fixed by a little lifestyle change. I made sure before I started the drug, I waited an extra 4 months because it was going to be expensive. At the time, it was way more expensive than it is now. Um, but we made sure to get rid of some debt first. And I made sure that my lifestyle was changing so that way when I went on the drug, I was locked in to make the most of it. And some people, I think, just start it and hope, like this will make the change, and then you have a fast,
Me.
like,
I have a different piece of advice.
yeah, you do. I made sure that like my systems were set up so I could start and know that I was spending my money the best way possible. Granted, I was paying 3 times as much as I am now. So be that as it may. So anyways, Meg, you?
So I have been on it for just under a year. This time last year is when I was going through all of the like blood work and doctor's appointments and everything.
Yeah.
You and I started differently. So I don't have PCOS, but what I had noticed last summer, I was on the boat with a friend, the one who brought the corn dip of all things. Hi Amy.
I was gonna say, drop her name. She gets credit here.
What up, Amy?
Hey.
There's 3 Amy's in book club. You know which one you are. So we were on the boat and we took a selfie, which is like totally normal. Like you take selfies with your friends.
Yeah.
And I saw the picture and I was like,
I think
is that me?
Yeah.
I was
brutal.
like,
it's brutal.
it was brutal.
Yeah.
And the thing is that entire time of my life, I've been showing up. I've been a content creator since 2019, I think, 2020 maybe.
Yeah.
So I've been on camera for all of that time. And I had gained about 40 to 50 pounds just kind of out of nowhere after having gone through a phase of weight loss using macro counting. So I had like locked in on macro counting, had lost like 35 pounds, and then went to put myself on maintenance and just gained everything back and then some. And I was having a hard time looking. That picture was kind of my crux of like, no.
Yeah.
Because I would record videos and post them and not look at them. And so I just wouldn't look at it. Like I would record a story and not edit it. I would just post.
And also, let's just call it a spade a spade. You control the angle when you're taking a picture. When someone else is, that is the most telling. That is terrifying.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. So we took the selfie. That was kind of the moment where I was like, I don't look like myself. Like that's not, I don't recognize myself. It was very much like, who is that girl I see? I was having a Mulan moment with my reflection. Like, excuse me?
Yeah.
So I was like, Alan's my husband. I gotta do something. Like something's wrong. And I had I was like, my lifestyle hasn't changed that much. But I had noticed an uptick in my candy craving significantly. And when I got honest about it, I was like, well, my dad and my grandfather, my mom's mom, did the exact same thing. Like the habits that I was displaying were the same things that they both did before they got their type 2 diabetes diagnosis. And I was like, this is not good. Okay, so knowing my family history of type 2 diabetes on both sides, my dad and my mom's dad, I had done the lifestyle change, saw the weight loss, and then immediately saw it spike back up. And so I was like, okay, something else is wrong here. And I started with blood work. I actually went through an online service first. They did the blood work. And I had a horrible experience with the initial, I had to wait over a month after getting the blood work results back before I actually had my conversation with the person who was supposed to explain what was going on, during which I visited Joy and handed her husband my blood work and was like, am I dying? And he was like, no.
He's like,
and I was like,
you're
great.
fine.
I was like, am I diabetic? And he was like,
no.
no, but but like these aren't great numbers.
No.
And I was like, okay. He was like, but like you're gonna live to see the next month. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not a hypochondriac.
No.
Just a drama queen. So
She's a diva.
I had this appointment, and I had never spoken to this physician before. It was completely video, and she gave me like 18 different diagnoses out of this blood work. And I was like, you don't know anything about me. This is horrifying. She wanted me to immediately start hormone replacement. I have not had kids, and when you start hormone replacement, you basically lock yourself out. Like, you ruin your fertility.
Yeah.
Like, it was just, she threw adrenal failure, not fatigue, adrenal failure at me. Immediately need to start hormone replacement. You're you're immediately pre-diabetic, and just like,
And let's be
then
real. If you had adrenal failure, you would know. Like, it's
right.
that bad.
Well,
Yeah.
and she was like, you're anemic. I can't believe you drink coffee. You need to immediately stop coffee. You're blocking your body's absorption of, I don't even remember at this point. But I came,
My God.
I don't even,
Psycho.
yeah, I don't remember. Also, this is my coffee. Lady. But she gets off, and she's like, the case manager will take it from here. And I'm like, who? And there's this guy who's been on this video call the entire time. And I'm like, hi? Who are you? And he's like, well, here's everything that she wants you to start. And this was like a $3,000 a month peptide situation that she wanted me to be on. And I was like, I will not be proceeding with this.
No.
Thank you. Hung up, cried, talked to my husband, cried a little bit more, called a doctor that I had previously worked with that's local to me, that is an integrative medicine doctor who also does video. And I was like, can you just look at my blood work and tell me if all of these like really scary things are true? Like, I've worked with you. He knew me. He had diagnosed my depression.
Yeah.
He'd worked with my asthma before. Like, I knew him. I trusted him.
Yeah.
And he was the one who got on. And not only was he able to look through it, but he was able to actually pull up my old blood work and compare to that. And he was like,
Which is amazing.
knowing your family history, I actually am more worried about this direction that you're headed towards pre-diabetes. You are anemic. We do need to start that. He was like, and your vitamin D has gotten really low. Like, so I did not do the lifestyle. I guess technically I did the lifestyle changes with the macros, but macros is not something that's sustainable for me long term. Like, it's too much of an energetic lift. I went down the health route, and so I went down the like my family history, what I'm seeing right now.
Yeah.
I went to a doctor, and so I started semaglutide very shortly after that because of what my blood work showed. So I went with the data-driven situation. Now, that being said, now I am still struggling to this day to establish healthy moving. And like, I'm okay at getting steps.
Yeah.
But I don't have like strength training or anything like that. And Joy does.
Yeah.
So that's where like, there's two paths.
Absolutely.
But my protein intake is solid. My water intake is solid. My supplements are solid. I have those three things that I like.
Yeah.
I'm really confident in.
You're so confident in that. And if I were to going back, I would have added walking in a lot sooner. I think that was a really important thing, that I don't walk enough. I know that verbatim, and I need to be better about it. Like right away in the morning, I should. That is something that I think we take for granted so much, of like for the overall change of your body. Because like, I had a back injury. That's a different topic for a different day. But I couldn't lift like normal anymore. And so then I just started walking, and I felt such a difference in my entire body. And I saw a difference. And that was before the workout classes. So going back,
walking,
I would walk more.
it also helps with digestion.
Yeah, like I probably need to do that today.
Like, it does so much for you.
Like, I probably will go take a walk.
Do we need to set a walking goal?
We should set that. We should. All right, pretty chatty family.
Okay,
Maybe
we'll do
we
that.
should do
Pretty chatty.
Pretty chatty. Let's walk together. Because I would do that. Like, put in an audiobook and walk.
Make this your 30-minute walk.
Perfect. Boom.
Perfect. Okay,
We are here to help
great.
you. All right, Megan. And so what would you...
So looking back differently, you would have started walking sooner.
I would have started walking sooner.
Okay.
And, okay.
I would have started lifting.
Yeah. I will say...
I also might have moved. So I started an inflammation supplement. So
Oh,
you
yeah.
dropped 30, 40 pounds really quickly. I dropped like 15 to 18 pretty quickly, but I was still really, really puffy. And like at that time, my wedding rings didn't fit.
I'm in that.
I had lost, yeah,
Yeah.
I had lost 20 pounds and my wedding ring still didn't fit just because I was so puffy. I didn't have a jawline. Like,
Yeah.
I was so puffy. And so I started an inflammation supplement at the end of January of this year. And by March, I had a jawline. 3 weeks into that supplement, my wedding rings fit. They have fit ever since. So part of me is like, I would have started that inflammation supplement earlier if I had known it existed.
I
But here we
just
are.
started it
But strength
2
training.
weeks ago. I'm like 2 weeks in, so we'll see.
Oh, no. You know what I would have done?
What?
More booty, hip thrust, squat, something. My butt is so flat and saggy now. I used to have a good, man, I used to be a badass with a great ass. And
Yeah.
now it's just like
Some of us have never had asses.
that's what I would have done.
I actually, this is so off the topic, but like whatever. Yesterday I had changed out of my like cute clothes and I was putting on my yoga pants and a sweatshirt and I saw my side profile, and even though I'm currently bloated, which I used to look like 2 months or like
Drink your new biome.
I have been. I need to take walks. Digestion issues. Anyways, I looked at my side profile and I was wearing a sweatshirt and my yoga pants, and for once, my stomach wasn't sticking out because I've been doing so many ab workouts, but my butt looked adorable. And I was like,
I've never heard anybody describe their butt as adorable.
because it's not juicy. It's not juicy. It was adorable. And it's a little yoga pants.
Mine used to be a little juicy. I just got to get it back. I grew a butt. Like that, I grew a butt from
You
you
grew it
2015 to 2018 in the gym. So now I got to do it again.
You can.
Okay.
All that.
Top 2 tips for a newbie. What are your top 2 tips that you would give somebody who is thinking about going on a GLP-1 or just started a GLP-1?
This is going to be so specific. Start newly. Because I do better.
NUULY.
And yes,
She's talking about a
clothing
clothing
rental
rental program.
I started it a couple months in because I had gained so much weight that none of my good clothes fit, and I moved to an entirely different climate. So nothing was there. That gave me confidence that I was like, okay, I look good where I'm at right now. And here's the deal. If you don't love yourself at 245, you're not going to love yourself at 205 or once to 65 or whatever. Like, that's it. I love, heavier joy. I love me now. I'll love me when I, tighten up, whatever. But that helped me kind of like reestablish style, because I think when you lose yourself in the weight gain and whatever, because there's stuff going on, like whether it's your control or something else's, you need to have control over your style so you can feel like you again. So you can feel like I got caught up in we're spending so much money on my body and I like don't like this, And so it shifted the shame of it to like, this is an investment in myself and in my future. And that newly helped so much. And it's like, you and I do it. Like, I need to send my back.
I stand by this 100%.
Yeah. Because then as you lose weight, it gets exciting. And you're not like, because there will be times where you feel like nothing has changed because all of a sudden your clothes don't look good. Well, guess what, babes? You got to get rid of your clothes because
your clothes don't look good
because they don't fit anymore. And like there are things that you think are like, oh, it's gonna look so great once I lose weight, and then you get there and you're like, this sucks. And so it's great to just get rid of.
And maybe you are someone who can tailor your own clothes.
Then good on you.
That's not us.
No. Oh my gosh, I had a sewing machine once. I never used it, and I gave it to my friend when I moved. Like, that is just the truth.
I have a sewing machine. It's in the basement, if that tells you anything.
Anyways, so Newly, great for every single size. Like, they're there for you at your heaviest. They're there for you at your skinniest and all the above. And I would start that.
Okay, I'll give let's alternate back and forth. I'll
Okay.
give mine. My tip is actually a tip that Joy gave me
I did?
when I first started.
Cool.
So I was getting nauseous, and she said inject in your leg instead of in your stomach.
Yep.
So here's what I figured out is I get better results if I inject in my stomach. But if I know
I've never done stomach.
I do my stomach now, but the only time I ever do my leg is if I'm changing dose. So I started, my first couple were in my leg, and every time I would increase my dose, I would do my leg, and then in between I would do my stomach.
Okay,
So
I'm gonna do stomach
change your
tomorrow.
injection location and do your own experiment and see. That would be my like experiment with injection location and see if you're having side effects, try changing.
Yeah.
Because it can actually decrease the side effects you experience. Like especially if it's like upset stomach, or do not inject if you haven't eaten. Like eat first.
No.
Don't do it on an empty stomach.
Make sure you have a little carb and protein in your body when you do it, because
Yeah.
that you will thank yourself in 12 to 18 hours.
Yeah.
It's not good. Mine?
What's your second tip?
Second
for
tip
noobs.
for a newbie. Okay, acid reflux medication. Because if you have any acid reflux going in, yikes. And turns out I wasn't taking my medications like I should. Don't take an acid reflux med and your allergy meds at the same time. Turns out I've been doing that wrong for 2 years. And no wonder I was having nausea issues. Travis was pissed when he realized that.
How are we supposed to know?
I know. And he's like, but it says empty stomach on the thing. And I was like, but it's also a pill. He's like, it doesn't matter. You need to let the acid reducer do its thing. So anyways, all that
Empty
to say.
stomach and let the acid reducer do its thing are two different instructions.
I know. So I take my acid and mine is just bad before this. Like, thanks genetics. So I take my a 30-minute time span before I can eat in the morning, after I take my pill, whatever. So just be aware of it, and chewable Tums, not the little pilly forms, the kind that come individually wrapped. Those work in 5 minutes. Forget the rest. Keep that in your nightstand for when that kicks up, or literally sometimes Travis will just have me pre-dose. I'll take an actual famotidine after we do the injection. Just keep that good to go. So that's my tip. Super
No
fun.
idea what that word was.
Oh, it's the actual name for the acid reducer. Like, that's the famotidine is the drug name.
Oh.
Wouldn't know that if I wasn't married to
You
him.
learn something new every day.
There you go.
So my last tip is a twofer. This is a twofer tip. If you have ADHD, if you are an ADHD beauty like me, you already know that you forget to eat. Like, you already know. So set alarms on your phone to eat, and every single time one of those alarms goes off, go have one of your quick sources of protein. Keep quick sources of protein. I don't care if that's like the Clean Simple Eats cans that we've been talking about, if those are the Built Puff Bars, if that's deli turkey that you literally just like slam some deli turkey, maybe you eat a packet of tuna, maybe you keep a rotisserie chicken, like whatever it is, whatever you can easily, enjoyably consume and fits in your budget, keep that. When your alarm goes off, so I think I started off with 5 alarms a day, and I'm now at 3.
Hey.
But I think I started with 5.
Yeah.
My doctor told me this literally. He goes, I need you to get your phone right now and set these alarms. He was like, before we were off of our appointment. And I was like,
God bless
Lord.
him.
Because I didn't realize, he was like, you already forget to eat. Once you're on this, like, you're not going to eat. He's like, you have to eat.
Yeah.
And so they're not even meal alarms anymore. Now they're my protein alarms. And so when that goes off, I consume 30 grams of protein. It'll go off in an hour. I will consume 30 grams of protein. And so the Clean Simple Eats cans are 20 grams. So I'll do like a can of that and then like a few slices of deli turkey.
Love it.
Or something. So.
Love it.
Yeah. This was a good episode.
I think so,
we did
too.
it. Did we do it?
I think we did it.
Oh, no. No, we didn't. We have to talk about our goals.
Accountability buddy.
Accountability buddies.
Okay. All right. So last time, do you remember what your accountability buddy was?
Yeah, it was 1,000 followers on the TikTok.
Love it. Where are we at? Give us the official count.
Let's go.
And I truly believe it'll be different when this episode actually airs. So
I think so too.
Yeah, I think we're on the up and up.
675, so not a huge jump, but in the last 28 days, it has gone up 129 followers.
Boom.
That was the goal. So that being said,
yeah.
So that was my goal last time. My goal this time is that on September 1st, so we're recording this at the end of August, but on September 1st, I'm starting a little challenge for myself that I actually got from a guy named Donovan, who's on TikTok. I'll link his TikTok in the show notes.
Shout out Donovan.
Shout out Donovan.
Shout out.
I actually have a podcast episode of his I want to send you.
Okay, great.
He has a podcast on YouTube called Socially Unaware, but his YouTube channel is Donovan. He's either Barrett or Barnett. I cannot remember for the life of me. It's one of the two. But he posted 500 pieces of content in 30 days. And at first, I was like, have you lost your mind, sir? And then I watched his YouTube video where he explained how it was actually a repurposing strategy. And he was like, I know it's not sustainable. Like, I'm not doing this long term. I'm doing this because I want a growth spurt. And I was like, that's a good reason. I also would like a growth spurt. I also would like to nail down my messaging. And so I'm going to do this as well. So by the time this airs, I will be 10 days in to my 500 pieces of content in 30 days. So I will hopefully that should be 125 pieces of content in 1 week.
Amazing.
I think.
And
then whatever halfway of that is.
Can we just acknowledge the growth for a second? Last year, Megan would have been like, I'm starting this today, now, and then panic in 2 days. So very proud of the growth.
I've been working on this, I think I've been working on it for probably 5 or 6 days at this point.
Yeah.
But if you're like, you're insane, I know, it's okay though. But the insane thing would be if I did it and I didn't use the data. So I'm going into this with a very specific strategy, with a tracker. I'm using Notion for all of it. So I want to keep track of what wording gets shares, what wording gets saves, what wording gets followers, what type of video people resonate with most. So I have a list at this point of different content formats, a list of different content types, a list of the different messages that I want to talk about. And I want to figure out what hits with my people and what is a magnet for more of my people. So that's my big goal.
Love it. Love it.
Joy.
Okay.
What was your goal last time?
I had 2 different.
Was it 500 followers
It
on
was
TikTok?
500, and then like House of the Rising Sun. So
Right.
yeah. So I'm at 215, and I have been. My keywords are different than Megan's keywords. My account is very different than Megan's account. And so what I am working on is building a community of people who want to hear my music, who want to be bought in on the journey. And someone on this call has been pushing me to be way more vulnerable and like really showing the actual insides outs of what I'm actually doing. Yes, my personal content coach, her name is Megan. She's great. And actually I'm having so much fun with it. And I thought
it's coming through.
Thank you. Because I thought vulnerability would be scary, and I'm actually really loving it. And like, I feel like it's fueling me. And so that's a very different approach than like, what can I share? That's not gonna be scary. It's not gonna be whatever. So now I'm just like, F it. Like, if these people are coming into my community, they're gonna be fun because I'm fun. So I need to be fun and actually show my personality and let people be excited or be there for the ups and the downs instead of just like, here's what's put together. So anyways, that's what I'm working on. I want to hit 500. Yeah, of course.
Do you remember when you told me that you were impressed with how vulnerable I was being, and I told you it didn't feel vulnerable?
Yeah.
Did that
I didn't even.
Was that a shift for you?
I probably was, and I didn't know it.
Because I think I think it might have been because you were scared of being vulnerable.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And you thought I was being vulnerable.
And
I was like, it doesn't feel it.
no. And also, there's been a lot of shifts in my personal life.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, conversation for a different day. But I think this has been the summer of self-trust for me personally and really building it. And I think it's finally coming across. Not only online, because that's a whole different thing, but I feel it in myself now.
Yeah.
And I think that's showing. Yeah. And life is just more fun. And also, I realized, I journaled about this today, is I actually believe in my dreams full chest, 10 toes down. Instead of just the, like, little bit, it is 10 toes down, full chest. This is going to happen. And
I quote Stephen Curtis Chapman, you're diving in.
So I'm like, what are you going to quote? Yes, baby. No, because you had made a comment to me last week of like, if you're going to step into being someone's future favorite pop rock star, whatever, you need to start saying it. And so I started saying it, and I was like, I actually believe her. Like, it was one of those things, seeing myself.
Identity-based habits, what?
I know. Anyways, so there's a lot of that stuff going on in my head right now. Like, okay, am I showing up as her? Or am I showing up as the girl who's a little scared? Okay. And I get why people have stage names now. I really do. I really do. I had a friend this weekend who was like, why don't you have like a crazy stage name? We're all kind of expecting it. Like, I think it'll be more impactful for myself to go in as Joy Vinje. Because, like, stage name you can hide behind whatever. But this is the OG girl. Now, if I had...
what if it's...
If I had an excellent stage name, hands down would do it. But I have nothing.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
If you have ideas, Megan.
All right.
I'm listening. Yeah.
We can ideate. We can brainstorm.
Yeah, anyways. Yeah. So, there is that.
All right.
All right, so that's
accountability buddy. So you're trying to get to 500 followers. I'm trying to get to 500 pieces of content. I'm to 500.
And then, honestly, by the time this airs, I should have House of the Rising Sun done and up. So that's, I'm not too worried.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we love you guys. We're so happy.
I think we did it.
To have this done. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
All right.
We'll see you next time. Love you. Bye.
All right. Love you. Bye.